This is Robert Sheeman, New York Times bestselling author of How Come That Idiot's Rich and I'm Not. I'm a CNN and Fox wealth expert, and something amazing just happened. I saw Christy speak. Oh my God. Listen, I was master of ceremonies at the Wealth Expo with every speaker in the world, Trump, Kiyosaki, Susie Orman. I do about 100 speeches a year myself, and I was blown away. Listen, there's something called presence and charisma. No matter what your message is, your content is, you either have it or you don't. You know it when you see it. And Christy just took over the stage. Nobody could not watch her, listen to her, whether she was speaking or silent. It was captivating. It's her energy. I can't describe it. You just know when it is. She's got it.
Okay, so I was conversing with Bob Berg, and we were doing some business, and after he wrote me, or after I wrote him, I wrote, a little response back to him, and I put LOL. And I sent it back, and I got instantly a message back, and he said, Christy, why did you write LOL? That wasn't very funny what you wrote. And I was sitting there for a minute, and I thought, why would he think it was supposed to be funny? And so I'm just concerned. I'm like, well, Bob, it's not supposed to be funny. I do, send you lots of love. And I get a phone message, like literally 36 seconds later, he calls me, he's laughing. He said, I'm on the floor, Christy. LOL does not mean lots of love. It means laugh out loud. Am I the only person in the world that did not know that? Do you realize for the last 8 years I've been sending messages, every messages with LOL? Every single, I can't tell you how many business partners I've lost. Everything. So I was telling one of my leaders, and I said, can you believe I did this? She goes, oh my gosh, Christy, every time I read your emails, I just laughed out loud because I thought you were trying to get me to release endorphins or something. I said, for the last 3 years? Giving, and I was with my sister, my lovely sister, and we're sitting there, and I told her, I'm like, oh gosh, Carol, you won't believe what I did this time, and I told her the story, and she's not laughing. I thought it was funny. And she goes, do you remember when I wrote you that email? And I said, sis, I really think I want to be a life coach. And you wrote me back and you said, you would be awesome, LOL. I have a rule. I don't take advice from people that are more messed up than me.
There you go.
Okay, just live by that rule and you will be fine.
I'm not a crier. I'm an emotional guy. Yeah, I'm an emotional guy. But I'm not a crier. But I've got to say that when I heard her story and heard what this very young girl had to endure as she was growing up, I felt my eyes start to water. And the respect I had for her was even more than just knowing a little bit about her resume, because I saw here's a person who had every opportunity in the world to become one of life's just hanger-ons and average people, because what she had to go through, no kid should have to go through. But she decided to go another route. She put all excuses aside, and she just went for it. And she's been amazingly successful. First, as a direct salesperson, again, building business in many, many countries, being one of the top producers in the world. Also deciding to venture out into other areas such as movie producing and other entrepreneurial ventures. She's written 2 books, the last one, The Shift, and it's a love.
For a living, I shot usually 15, 16 models a day, and I was lost, trying to find my path and find my way. And I just was looking for an answer. Have you ever been at that point in your life where you're looking for an answer? And it seems like everyone around you that you love, a lot of times, they don't want you to be great, because if you're great, then that makes them have to change. And people don't like change, do they? Has anyone read The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson? Powerful, isn't it? Bruce Wilkinson's a dear friend of mine. one of the most profound speakers and teachers you will ever learn from. He wrote The Prayer of Jabez and The Dream Giver. The Dream Giver is a story about a man who has a dream. And he embarks on this journey. He's getting ready to go reach his dreams and reach his destination. And as he's going, all of a sudden his family starts pulling him back and saying, don't go, don't go. You will get hurt. There's giants out there. But he believes, and so he keeps going, and he keeps going. And as he's walking and people are yelling and screaming and telling him, don't go, don't go, he sees people walking away from their dreams. And they're battered, and they're bruised. They look like they've been in warfare. But he keeps on. And right after he faces the giants and he feels like he can't give it any more of what he has, he reaches his destination. And it's the most beautiful place he had ever seen. And he's basking in the sunlight. He's laying there just listening to the waterfalls, and it's the most beautiful place ever. And then all of a sudden, as he is enjoying this, he hears a voice, and the voice says, give it back. And all of a sudden, he's like, give it back? Are you kidding? Do you know the giants that I had to face to come to this point? But give it back. How many of you have had to give back your dreams? All of us, at some point, right? And it's been painful. Interestingly, I won't tell you the end of the story, but that book will change your life as it changed my life, and you should really pick it up if you feel like you're in a place in your life and you just need to move forward. The Dream Giver is really a great book to give you back your dreams and help you find your way in the world. I mean, Christy, how? Like, how do you keep it? How do you keep life alive after what you've gone through? And I said, it's this. This is what separates you from everybody else. It's this. And passing love, not judge. Love, not judge. It's easy to sit there or stand there and look at other people's lives and tell, in our mind, create all these things that we see wrong with them, rather than seeing their light. If we could see one another's lights and gifts, do you know how much we would shine? Really? Don't you just want to love each other right now? The greatest leaders in the world, Gandhi, Jesus, the Dalai Lama, all these people, Mother Teresa, they have millions of followers to this day, or had. And what was so special about them? Did they stand up here in these uncomfortable 4-inch heels? Or wear Spanx? Boys, you got it good. That's all I have to say. What they had was love in their heart. If you're not getting what you want, it's because this isn't right. Work on this. Work on this. When you go to the grocery store and that bagger is standing there bagging your groceries, you love on them like they have never been loved on before. You never know. You never know whose life you're going to change. It's going to affect the world.
Hi, I'm Ron White. I'm the USA Memory Champion, and I hold the record for the fastest memorized deck of cards. Yesterday, after I spoke, I stayed and listened to the next speaker, Christy, and she was phenomenal. She had the group engaged. She had them laughing. She had them learning. After the speech, a woman came up to me and she said, "Wasn't Christy phenomenal?" And I said, "Yes, she was." And the woman's exact words were, "You could have heard a pin drop in there when she was speaking." She had everyone mesmerized, and I couldn't have said it better. If you are looking for somebody to engage your group, to energize them, to motivate them, and educate them, that's your choice. Christy. It's going to be unbelievable, and I am so excited about what I learned.